the corpus geminia in the brain. It's not in this book. It's in the occult literature. If you want to know how to create on the screen of imagination, and this is important for us because we are imaginative. The corpus geminia, it's called. It's a very small faculty. I think I got it up here. I don't have it before that. On the front of the brain. That's where you make the image that you want. We already do that. You see, very interesting thing the little guy does when he's threatened by the big guy. Talking about the junior high school boy, the little boy was learning how to be a man in the 8th grade, 9th grade. And he goes home, on his way home, after he's over this frightening experience of almost getting stomped. He walks up the street and he keeps seeing himself kicking this big dude's butt in his mind. He makes the pictures. He sets up the circumstances. He sets up the events, all in his creative realm, in his creative world. He then is Lord of the plane of mind. He sees himself winning. He's no longer afraid. There's no bully in his world. He's master in his world. You do the same thing when you have something you want to sell. When you have a product that you want spread, you mentally spread it by creating the circumstances consciously. That then is your psychological assumption. You place it on the mental plane, seeing the events taking place on the mental plane, and you affirm it on the plane of power, the power of the spoken word, as you psychologically accept it as a reality. That's for anything in this universe you want, except some other human being. Okay, you can't have anybody you want. But any object, any idea is open for grasp, provided it does not already belong to someone else. Following the nature of the law does not take and give. The nature of the law of the universe only gives. The nature of God only gives. The nature of love only gives. So the brother who says, I love you, baby, you love me, he's out of order. You're only responsible for loving. You're not responsible for finding out who loves you. Love only goes one way. There's no give and take in love. There's only giving. That's the universe. That's its nature. The power of the mind. Very important. Very important. Okay, we're gonna. Okay, here. Let me. Since this 33's up here, let me deal with this as I mentioned. That's the Christ mind. This represents this center here, the crown center. Here up is supermind. Everything up here is perfect. You don't need to develop anything up here. It's already up there. That's your heaven on the earth. That's the divine mind. All of the information from up there is correct and perfect. imagine from up here. Whatever you imagine from there happens instant. That's how powerful the image-making mechanism faculty of the mind is. The instant healings of the masters was done with thought. Power of perfect imagination. It's a part of your natural makeup. Sleeping.
A lot of notes, but key points. Power is the mind. If you want to achieve something, if you want to experience something, if you want to overcome something, if you want to receive something, if you want to have something, put it in your mind first. Make the picture, the experience, the feeling, the circumstances, the situation available in your mind first. Have the picture of it. Have the idea of it. Have the feeling of it consistently in your mind. Because the pictures you consistently are seeing in your mind are the pictures you are going to end up seeing with your eyes. Because before you seeing something with those physical eyes, you are going to see it first and foremost in the eyes of your mind. Visualization. Use your imagination consciously. Use your imagination to see yourself doing good things, doing positive things, doing prosperous things. Your imagination has no limit. And as I always say in my videos, if your imagination can go there, you can be there. You want something, put it in your mind first. He said also the psychological assumption. Psychologically, mentally assume that you are the person you want to be. Period. Stay in that assumption regardless of your circumstances, regardless of people's opinions, regardless of your culture, regardless of your race, regardless of your country. You know who you want to be, how much money you want to make, where do you want to be in life? Have the psychological assumption that is already true. Have the psychological assumption that your dreams are true already, that your goals are true already, and consistently remind yourself that it's already mine. I already have it. Because I assume it psychologically. I assume it mentally. Because power is the mind. Affirm it. Affirm. Speak affirmations. Affirm. I am rich. I am prosperous. I am good enough. I am powerful. I am great. I have so much money to enjoy. So much money to give. I love myself. My life is great. Amazing things happens to me. I love myself. My life is great. All is love. All is good. Every cell of my body is working perfectly. Affirm it consistently. Because there is power in the spoken word. What you want, speak on that. First and foremost, have the picture in your mind. And keep that picture very alive and very active in your mind. Because power is the mind. Your mind can heal you. But your mind can also make you sick. Your mind can fix you or your mind can destroy you. Your mind can heal you or your mind can make you sick, depending on the thought you put in your mind. See it, make it available in your mind. Your divine mind, the mind that we have, that's the Christ mind. There is nothing impossible for your mind. There is nothing your mind does not know. Your mind cannot change. Your mind cannot overcome. Your mind cannot manifest. Your mind cannot attract. Power is the mind. Use your mind consciously. Affirm the life that you want. Keep the picture very active and keep the feeling every active, that you assume psychologically that you are who you say you are and nobody can tell you otherwise. Power is the mind. Keep the picture very active. The situation, keep it. Whatever you want, have the picture mentally, consistently. Because whatever you can see with your mental eyes, whatever you can see in the eyes of your mind, you are going to end up seeing it in your physical eyes. But it first more has to be available in your mind. Put it in your mind first and foremost. Power is the mind.